Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're playing more Madden 20 today, but we're doing things a little bit differently for this episode, and I'm going to be doing a game today featuring only backups. And the reason I want to do that is because it's how I like to evaluate sliders and difficulties. Now, I'm using default sliders still. This is default all pro, but this is something that I started doing last year to see basically faster how good a slider set was or how far away it could be. With a team like this up against regular NFL teams, you shouldn't do well if the game is truly balanced. All these players are going to be at a disadvantage compared to players on the other team, so a team like this on a balanced slider set or difficulty should lose consistently. And that's what we're testing today. How do we play with a team like this? With 57 overall Kyle Sloter at quarterback. I like Kyle Sloter. I don't think he's actually a 57 overall player. Maybe 67. I did decide to simulate a game with this team, and we only lost 13-7. The sim engine is obviously not where I'd like it to be. We took some sacks, didn't really do a lot, but why would our defense play so well against an offense as good as Philadelphia's, especially with that line? So, I don't know. I think that the sim engine needs to look at the trench advantage a lot more so when determining these things, because something that lopsided will make that more of a 53-7 type of game. But we're taking on Detroit today with this team of all Minnesota backups, and we'll see how it plays. Alright, so let's play some football here. We have X-Factor stuff for Harrison Smith, but he should not be seeing the field today. We have Marcus Epps at safety instead. And here's some nice running room. It is CJ Anderson carrying, getting a wide open lane. I also turned injuries off, so only fatigue could bring the real starters back into the game, but this should be just fine. Oh, we got some pressure though, and Stafford's going down. So Weatherly here against Taylor Decker. Not really much of a block attempt there. We see this a lot on play action. You tend to give up some pressure on those. Dropping 8 in coverage on this play. What do you got, Stafford? 3rd and 14. You got time, and now time runs out. You play the sticks in these soft zones, can do the job quite well. So early on, a 3 and out. This is default all pro, by the way. Now, last year on Madden 19, I was obviously frustrated with the game and decided to try doing a new franchise that I was working on, and it was going to be a team that basically resembled our roster here with all these low overall players. And I was doing it as a way to make the game more difficult and more fun. And there was a time where I had a really good slider set, and playing with teams like this would cause me to lose consistently. It was all pro difficulty with sliders. And that's kind of why I wanted to evaluate things like this, because I know that last year I was able to, on all pro, have a really good time. But then a patch ruined it before I could get that series actually launched, so it never actually ended up happening, but I still learned a lot about editing these sliders in the process, and this method here. I think that it's a nice time saver to use a bad team, and if you obviously don't struggle against the CPU, sliders are no good, probably. I never expect default difficulties to work in Madden because they never have, really. But I like to see where things are at and what needs to be adjusted when I do begin to change things. Oh, Treadwell, no! Come on, Treadwell! Intercepted Rashawn Melvin. That was a nice play. Very close to us taking an early lead with a dominant start. They'll get it going now. CJ Anderson with another good run here up the weak side. Here's Stafford now on a quick throw underneath. This is the rookie TJ Hawkinson getting 11 yards. Going play action again with more pressure. Weatherly knocked it loose, and we're going to recover this. Second time he's beat Taylor Decker, and it'll be a touchdown for Ade Aruna. Let's go. Touchdown Vikings. So twice now off play action, we've gotten that easy win on the outside with Weatherly, who's not like the lowest overall player. He might be like a 71 overall end. The Vikings only had so many players here on the roster. I just wanted to use their backups. But still, against Taylor Decker, you'd expect us to be at a disadvantage. Obviously, you can't really look at normal passes and play action the same because there always seems to be some edge pressure when it comes to these play actions. There's a nice run again. 9 yards of carry so far for C.J. Anderson. Rolling right. They've called so much play action in this game. And another sack for Weatherly. He's already at 3.5. 3rd and 8 now, and they'll check it down. I've seen a lot of this, and not just in this game. Basically, if you're on a zone-heavy defense, you can force the CPU to throw underneath a lot. And that's until you find the right slider set that opens things up a little bit. I haven't messed with them. I'm not going to for a little bit. I'll see what some sets that created look like and go from there. Alright, let's get back to work on offense. Then to the outside we go. Alexander Madison, the rookie from Boise State. Now we're going to look to throw one. Outside again, keeping Madison involved. And now a catch for 6. Blitz sent now, and oh, I like that. That was inaccurate. That was the perfect place to put the ball. From the 44-yard line. Oh, yeah, I'd say that was a little inaccurate. Just a little bit. I thought maybe I hit the wrong button. It was so bad. I thought I was about to show off the pass trajectories over the middle, but I guess not. So Lions now trying to get on the board, and they're working their way down toward the red zone. Inside again. There we go. That's our best run stop so far. Gain of 4. On 2nd and 6, Stafford over the middle, and now they'll get inside the 10. Lions low on time. Oh, a run on 2nd down. Don't like that at all. End of half scenarios here. Still pretty rough for the CPU. All right, let's get into the second half now, and we're going to break out some of these RPOs. I'm having a good time calling a lot of these. Won't work there for Treadwell. Now we'll try some inside zone, and there's no room to run. Right now, I think that by default, the running game has some pretty good balance to it. Now, I had some good runs earlier, but those were on stretches, and usually when you have a good stretch, it's because of one individual block or a bad alignment by the defense in here. So I look more so at how the inside runs handle. The outside ones matter, but you're more likely to get some big plays on those, even with lesser talent. Let's try another stretch here and see if they're able to defend it a little bit better. And this time they will. Now we'll get things back to the passing game on time outside for Jordan Taylor. There's a wide open lane, and Madison will take it up to the 35-yard line. And that's why I want to keep trying it here to see if it gets tougher. Madison, 1st down. Don't think it'll work, but I really want to see this play in action. We got a little jet sweep here. And Treadwell. Oh, man. I wanted to cut up there, up that inside lane. Didn't realize how much it was going to direct me there. I want to try one of these screens that isn't part of an RPO to a wide receiver. Yeah, it's out there pretty quick. All right, Treadwell, you take Slay all the way downfield. Get him out of the way here. Or Slay will blitz, and we'll hit Treadwell for a 1st down instead. I'm not sure if there's ever a good time to blitz an outside corner. 1st and 10. And, oh, that's close. Couldn't get it. Let's go with one of these stretches again. CJ Ham got a little block there, and that's going to be a touchdown for Alexander Madison. Play action for Detroit as they'll begin this possession and continue throwing it to the most shallow receiver. I'm not going to switch from zone coverage here. Beat it downfield. Opening it up a little more, but still settling here. I'd really like to see them get a bit more aggressive. I'm basically calling different cover threes most of these plays. It's my favorite defense, and it works. Third down and 8. And on the outside here, oh, a broken tackle, but still make the play. Cover 3, hard flat. Now they can't throw it outside short. 4th and 3, and they're going to run it. And cutting off the design of the play, Anderson doesn't get there. All right, we'll take over again on offense. Slaughter. Oh, not very good. That accuracy is super low. And now from the 33, there we go. Oh my! Another inaccurate pass. I was shocked that wasn't picked. So obviously the accuracy of Slaughter not very good, and I've mostly seen quarterbacks be very accurate so far. I need to get out of here, and I can't. I like this. We fake the sweep, but he's running a wheel route. Let's see if that opens up here. We got play action, and oh man! If I could just float it toward the sideline, maybe. 3rd and 19. Okay, throwing it up against Slay, and almost intercepted, but out of bounds. You know, one thing I like to see here to switch things up is what if I take the human element out of this now? What if I go slow, CPU this possession? How does things change? Because obviously we were shutting down this offense quite easily. CPU play calling will be different, so you tend to see a lot of different results. Here's Stafford, and he launches one and has it out across the 50. So already one play in, CPU, and it's their most exciting play. Stafford again with time and caught on the outside. Nice catch. Lions now with split backfield. And Stafford with a strike. Good catch and run to the 14. 2nd and 7 now for Stafford. Again short. No fumble. And 3rd and 4 for Stafford. Trying to get in the end zone, and they will in the corner. So as soon as I leave, things open up. I want to see what defense we called is all. And where's the previous play? I'm not going to show the replay of the touchdown because the light was flickering the entire time through the instant replay. I couldn't get it to stop. But we were definitely in a zone. We just didn't play it very well. Everything was covered pretty well when I was in the game. I don't know. I've always wondered if there's like a difference between user versus CPU on a setting versus CPU on a setting. And I know these last couple of years, I've seen so many good CPU games that were vastly more entertaining than anything I get user CPU. So Lions have it now, 36 seconds left. And they'll hit a strike over the middle to begin things. This is where no huddle, obviously, is going to be tough. They have no timeouts, and they keep throwing over the middle. And this might be like a 10-second runoff, and the game is over. So there's a look at how things play all-pro with very imbalanced teams. Obviously, it's another year where we're going to need sliders to get things done on a user versus CPU basis. I wonder if all Madden might be a better starting point, actually. But as I see what everybody else comes up with in terms of sets, I'll be trying some of those and hopefully getting some user versus CPU franchise this year on the main channel. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed what I've put out so far. I know it's not the most interesting stuff, but this is what I do when the game is new. Just getting a feel for it and testing out things, not so much playing for real. but I'll get there soon. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and have a great day. I'll see you soon.